Fallen LAPD officer Nicholas Lee's family honored him, along with hundreds of fellow police officers. Police officers and city leaders from all over California came together to pay tribute to Officer Nicholas Lee. Good evening, I'm Ashley Regal.
And I'm Camille Riquiestas. The veteran officer was laid to rest at Forest Lawn in Glendale this morning. Nicholas Lee served the Hollywood area for 16 years before he was killed last Friday in the line of duty. ATVN's Kristen Rogers takes us to the emotional service at the Cathedral in downtown LA.
Thousands of mourners gathered at the Cathedral of Our Lady of Angels to honor the death of Officer Nicholas Lee.
A memorial fund has been set up by the LA Police Federal Credit Union in Lee's name. Visit atvn.org for details on how to make a donation.
We're ushering in a new era of transparency in Los Angeles. Every dollar in, every dollar out, every dollar in public.
Garcetti is calling on residents of Los Angeles to join him in his mission to, quote, build the most creative, innovative city on the face of the earth. Good evening, I'm Camille Riquiestas.
And I'm Ashley Regal. Mayor Garcetti recommitted his promise to improve the infrastructure and job market for Angelenos in 2014.
ATVN's Joy Wang is live from the Wallace Annenberg building at the California Science Center, where Mayor Garcetti just gave his first State of the City address. Joy?
The mayor emphasized his hopes to bring Los Angeles to the 21st century by bringing a new level of transparency to residents. The mayor also listed a few priorities. First, the mayor promises he won't raise the Department of Water and Power rates this year. Second, he vows to make LA the entertainment capital again by bringing more films to the city. Finally, he stated Los Angeles will continue to have record low crime.
Thanks, Joy. We talked with Los Angeles residents and business owners about the mayor's first year in office. ATVN's Mung-Yi Sun also shows us what they have to say about the future of Los Angeles.
When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
And these immigrants are fighting for immigration reform and better working conditions on May Day. The theme of this year's May Day March is keeping families together. Good evening, I'm Camille Riquiestas.
And I'm Ashley Regal. Marchers in downtown LA are calling for an end to deportations and better conditions for all immigrants. This year's march focused on improving wages and ending deportations to keep families together. ATVN's Fiona Wang was at the march and spoke with ralliers. People across the world also marched for May Day to support worker equality, but not all of those marches were peaceful.
We have breaking news tonight. USC senior cornerback Josh Shaw has been reinstated to the USC football team. Shaw was suspended indefinitely in August for lying about how he strained both of his ankles. Local authorities investigated, but earlier this week they determined no action will be taken against him. The university conducted its own investigation, looking at both the athletic department code of conduct and potential NCAA compliance issues. USC Athletic Director Pat Hayden said, quote, based on these investigations and their conclusions and the 10-game suspension Josh has served for code of conduct violations, we have made the decision to reinstate him. The role Josh will have in any remaining games is now in the hands of Coach Sarkisian. Meanwhile, USC head coach Steve Sarkisian said, quote, I've welcomed Josh Shaw back to the team. I'm now in the process of evaluating how Josh can contribute to the team's success. We will continue to monitor Shaw's return and bring you the latest details.
Our sports anchor David Vesson has the latest on the efforts to sell the team.
Finance Committee met for the first time today. One legal expert says it is unlikely that Donald Sterling will be successful if he goes to court. The Lakers are in search of a new head coach after Mike D'Antoni announced that he will not be returning next season. Among the contenders for the new position are a number of college basketball coaches, former NBA coaches, and players. On ESPN LA radio, fans said college basketball coaches John Calipari and Kevin Ollie were among the favorites because of their energy they bring to their teams.
Graduation is just 2 weeks away, but a new study says job prospects may not be what grads are hoping for.
But seniors do have something to look forward to. They are only a few hours away from a campus tradition. We're live before they dive in.
And this alley has been transformed into an art gallery where you can go to get your downtown art fix.
Thousands are marching in downtown LA to commemorate International Workers' Day. We spoke with immigrants who are asking for equal opportunities.
The U.S. Department of Education is launching an investigation at universities across the nation, and USC is one of them. What students have to say about the Title IX complaints.
D'Antoni's out, but who's next? See who experts think will now lead one of the NBA's most storied franchises.
Spring break is almost here. We've got some tips to help stay safe on your vacation.
A dangerous intersection got a new traffic light. We talked to residents about the impact it will have on the community.
And one USC organization is stripping down for a cause. Find out what they're asking President Nikias for.
Mayor Eric Garcetti just made his first State of the City address. We're live with what he had to say about Los Angeles.
A former Bell administrator was sentenced today. See how many years she'll spend behind bars.
Students from a downtown high school are taking an oath of silence in support of their teacher. Find out why they say he was wrongfully suspended.
Hundreds of police cars lined the streets of downtown Los Angeles early this morning for the funeral of Officer Nicholas Lee. I'm Kristen Rogers, and coming up, we'll have more on how the LAPD is mourning the loss of this officer.
The death toll is now up to 8 in the gas explosion in Harlem. We spoke to a New York resident about the current conditions in the area.
Architects, engineers, and designers put their talents to good use today. Find out how they're using cans for a cause.